Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick, and this is why we're moving to Florida. It is April 21st, and just look, it is snow-packed. This is why we're moving to Florida. In another month, I'm not gonna have to deal with all this crap. So anyway, I just thought I'd say hi and welcome to this week's video. So because it's so snowy, I thought I'd pull out a video from about 7 weeks ago. Now, we're already out of the house and gone, but I took this video a while back just to show you my house and all kinds of stuff. It's really where my Lego obsession began. So I hope you enjoy it, and I promise I'll be getting back to Lego videos very soon. Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick, and I just realized that every video I take, I have this orange sweatshirt on. I swear to God, I have more than one shirt. I swear. It just seems like every time I'm ready to shoot a video, I'm wearing my Clemson sweatshirt. Go Tigers. Anyway, I am actually at my house, my old house, and my wife did a wonderful job of cleaning and staging and all kinds of stuff and getting it ready, along with a whole huge crew that we had to help out because of my condition. Wasn't able to do a lot and have a lot of people around. So kudos to Mrs. McBrick for all of the work she did. But anyway, I thought it might be an interesting video, who knows, just to show you where I used to live. So I'm going to flip the camera around here, and I'm just going to show you my house and take you down to the old Lego studio and stuff and show you all the Legos that are stored at the moment and all that kind of stuff. We've pretty much cleared most everything out of here. Fortunately, we sold the house. James Kress in Central Ohio, best realtor ever. Look him up, check him out with HER Realty. He sold this house in 3 days. We had like 40 showings and 8 offers. So check him out. All right, I'm gonna flip over here and show you where I used to live. So this is my dining room. And as you see, it's nicely staged and everything like that. So this is where I started building Lego. And this is where Adrian and Piper and I did a lot of videos. So if you go back 3 years or so, you're going to see a lot of videos here. We actually had box of Legos, much to my wife's dismay, all kinds of Legos all through here. This entire dining room's filled up with Legos at one point a couple years ago. And my wife finally said, honey, you got to do something about that. You got to take these things away. So anyway, so we did. Here's the kitchen. This is where the, all the food happened, I guess. And I'm going to miss this kitchen because I just love these countertops. I just think these countertops are great. I know this sounds like a sales video, but it's not. I just thought maybe some of you out there who were supporters of me and enjoyed my channel over the years, since I don't have Lego content to give you, I'm just kind of showing you this is what the house looks like. In a few weeks, this house won't be mine anymore, and we will be moved to Florida. So I'm excited. That fireplace I built. And so just in case you're interested, yes, I am a handyman. I was a handyman, and I used to build a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, I'm very proud of that, that you can see it in terms of being in that corner and all kinds of stuff. I built the wall around it, the surround and everything like that, and the everything. So yeah, it's that's one of the things I'm proud of. I don't know if you can really see it. This light does not do it justice. But this tile, there were 896 cuts because I had to do every tile separately. I know they come on sheets, but for the most part, like here, you've noticed these are all tiles that used to be this size, right? I had to cut all of those. I had to cut the tiles to fit. I had to cut all this stuff down in here. And then, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm going to stand back. I made a mistake in doing this. Now first of all, we have the pencil tile up here that I put on and everything like that, but I made a mistake. It's barely noticeable, but once you know it's there, for me, because I made it, I can't stop thinking about it. But I got my math a little bit wrong, and this is where knowing Lego, and this was before I started getting back into being an AFOL in terms of Lego. And I apologize for the camera. I'm just holding my phone with my hand. But anyway, if you notice the hexagonal tiles, right? They're all through here, but in order to make everything even, and you see I've got them even, on the top, up here, you see how I cut them, and I cut them even there, and all the way around, and you see how they all fit together, right? They all fit together, and they're making a really nice thing. Well, the math of doing this told me that I had to start doing these hexes in a certain spot. Okay, kind of like playing, you know, those old hex games where you had to move 6 hexes and all that kind of crap. Anyway, for some reason I screwed up. It said I had to start in a certain spot, but no, I actually needed to start in a different spot. And because I had to start in a different spot, do you notice the difference? Boom, right here, right there. That, where I custom made these tiles here. I had to cut those custom, like most of these tiles. But anyway, these in particular, I really had to cut because I had to cut them on all the ends. But that should have been in the center of the fireplace. It shouldn't have been over there. It should have been right in the center, right down smack dab in the center right there. So you can't really notice it when you stand back, particularly when you look at the fireplace. But because I made it and I know it's there, that's the spot that doesn't match right here. And we all have those things on our Lego models, right? On our mocks and things like that where, you know, we try for perfection, but we just don't seem to get it. And at some point, the bricks just don't line up and we're like, oh, what the hell? And we go ahead and we put the bricks in. Nobody will notice, and nobody usually does notice except for the person that made the mock, right? So anyway, so that is my mistake, and I'll never let that down. I'll never live that down. But of course, you know, I sold the house, so I could care less now. That sounds so cold. Anyway, let's go. Upstairs is where the kids' rooms are. My wife's office was up there. Let's go to the Lego room. Over there was the main, that's the master bedroom, the master suite. And let's go down here. Let's go down to the Lego room. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of steps in it. We have a 5-level. This is a 5-level house. Hard to believe. And here's my rec room. It's totally empty now, but this is where we did all of our gaming. This is where I played all my games and all that kind of stuff. We had a big couch here. We had that couch. We had a big Pop-A-Shot basketball hoop and all that kind of stuff. And then our treadmill and all that kind of stuff. That's all gone. But anyway, that's where I played my games. You can kind of see out the backyard there. You can see golf course is right over there. Let's go down in the Lego room. Oops, turn it on. So anyway, so then my wife was like, you know, you got to get rid of these Legos. You got to do something with them. So I took over the basement, as you know. So now you all seen the Lego room many times, but here's where it's at. So it was on the farthest down level. So like I said, we have 5 levels. This is the farthest down. This is now the basement. And so when I walk in here, you've seen this room a million times, but now it's full of storage where we're keeping all of our stuff, a lot of our stuff until we move. Now, I'm a huge mid-century guy. I love mid-century modern stuff, but that's because part of me lived during a period of that. You know, I was born in the 60s, and so I grew up with a lot of houses that had mid-century furniture in it. This is a boomerang table from the 1950s. This is one of my favorite pieces, and it's all smudgy. This is just chocolate or something Piper got on there or somebody. Anyway, but I can wipe that off. But my dad made that in wood shop in the 1950s when he was in school. It's a nice round table, kind of funky table over there. But yeah, I love mid-century stuff. This is the Lego room. There are the Legos. There's my backlog. I got all my backlog sitting on 6 IKEA tables right now. And those tables will have to be taken down, of course, when we move them. But we got to take all those boxes and haul them up to a pod to put in storage for them to cart down to Florida. And so you see, I kept all my bins on the shelf because, hey, you know, it's the easiest part. Those shelves come apart in 2 seconds. Really easy to do. So I will take all those apart, and here's some of the part. This is how far back the studio went, right? This is how far back it went. That's where the curtain was and everything like that. And then back behind here, of course, we've seen this many times back behind here. But yeah, so this is the Lego room as it is now. It's our basement. Basic basement. You see, we started to clear out a lot of stuff on these shelves. All this stuff on the shelves are boxed. They're going with us. Then we got to take down the shelves once we put this stuff onto the pods and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so everything is pretty much ready to go. We even have the fuzzy white pillow over here. And then, of course, look over here. Holy smokes, it's more tables and more Lego stuff. So yeah, so this is all Lego. This is all Lego all the time. And I see all the shelf pieces and all that kind of stuff. Look at all those tables. Look at all those wonderful, beautiful IKEA tables. And lamps and the lights and stuff, because we no longer have the lights up that I had hanging. Those are taken down. You see all my wonderful wire work and stuff I've done. Jesus, speaker wire. Somebody pulled that down. I wired the floor and stuff for speakers so I could have actual wired speakers going in my living room, because I like to, well, I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, so I'm a real headbanger at heart. Anyway, here's another set of tables. Another set of IKEA tables. All those boxes, all those bins, everything down to the floor is Lego. Yeah, there's a monitor there. There's well, that's my wife's monitor, actually. And there's my animated Goofy from Christmas. He's going with us because he's been in the family for years. But you can see all the Lego, everything. I often wondered when people came in during the showings, because we had like 40 showings. Again, James Kress, best realtor in Central Ohio. He will sell your house quick. And he went above and beyond the call of duty to help my wife get this house ready for sale. Just give him a call at HER Realty. Anyway, that Goofy I purchased from Disney World. They had it as a display. They weren't going to sell it. I was down there at Christmas and I'm like, I really love Goofy. I could care less about the mouse. And so they said, sorry, sir, that's not for sale. Well, anyway, 22 years later, yep, it was for sale. Trust me. Everything's for sale. Anyway, so, and it still moves. He skis and all kinds of stuff. And it's just really cool animatronic type of Goofy. I've never seen any others like that. I'm sure there are, but I've never seen any others like that. Anyway, this is it. This is it. In a few weeks, this will all be going into pods and they will all be stored. There's my stack on type of things. They will all be stored. Everything will be done. And so this is the master suite. I feel like I'm on an episode of Cribs. You know, I feel like I'm doing an episode of Cribs. Anyway, this is our master suite, yada, yada, yada. We got, you know, the bathroom, the shower, the soaking tub, you know, the bed, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I also did that light. I also did that light there too. I did not make the light. I put most of the lights up in the house. I did not make that light, but that light took me 4.5 hours to put up because every single one of those crystals came separate. They didn't come together. They weren't hanging together. I had to thread every single one of those stupid crystals. So as we go up the stairs, you will see up here, now there's nothing up here now at the moment, anyway, you will see that, you know, I am a huge mid-century person, as you can tell. And so anyway, let's go into Adrian's room, because you have on this channel, you haven't seen Adrian much, so why not show you his bedroom? This is Adrian's bedroom. Now, Adrian's bedroom is a typical teenage boy's bedroom. He's got his bed, he's got his couch, and he has a big-ass TV for his Xbox Series 1. And his poster of LeBron James, of course. And everybody has to have a Nerf hoop. So anyway, so Adrian had one heck of a room, and he actually had a lot more stuff in his room when we lived here. But this was his room, and I want to show you because I'm very proud of him. He painted that freehand. He didn't trace it. He didn't use any type of program. He actually just put brush to paper and painted that. Made that himself. And he did that about 5 years ago. So he is a very talented artist. And here's another one that he did hanging up. So he's an extremely talented artist. All right, let's bore you some more. My wife's office is now empty except for her office furniture, and oh my gosh, a bunch of makeup evidently. The shelves and stuff, of course I did those, but you know, they are what they are. So anyway, everything is taken down. Oh, it's so pretty. The colors outside are so beautiful, aren't they? Aren't they? Just absolutely gorgeous. All right. My wife did a great job though. Look at this. How she did all of her paintings and all kinds of stuff like this. She just did a great job. And so, yeah, there's her and the cat evidently in the tub. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so anyway, all right. So now we'll keep moving, keep boring you. I feel like this is a realtor video. Here's Piper's room. Her room is actually deep purple. Yeah, this is her room. So this is where Piper was. She loves space, and she loves peace and love, and she loves to follow her heart and her dreams. So this is her room, and of course it's staged for the showings and stuff. And of course, our house would not be complete without a basketball hoop, because I used to coach and Adrian plays and all that kind of stuff. Whoa. So one question I get asked a lot, and I know a lot of AFOLs get asked this question, a lot of Lego YouTubers do. The question is, how do you buy all this Lego, and how do you live in these nice houses and all this kind of stuff? Well, I can tell you what, it's not because of YouTube. And as much as I love YouTube, and as much as I plan on being a YouTuber for a long time, I have a job that is not related to YouTube. Now, there are some wonderful Lego YouTubers out there that's what they do. I mean, I am envious, and I love Greg from Brickitect. He worked hard, really hard, so he could get into the spot where he could then do what he loved and just be on YouTube and provide content for people. And I'm humbled to watch his content and honored that I have talked to him before, and he is such a wonderful person. But that's what he does, right? That's not my career. That's not my job. My job is being a college professor, and my job is to save money, to budget properly, to try to get out of debt, to try to make sure my family, my kids, my grandkids, you know, that we are successful, send my kids to college, all that kind of stuff. That's what my job is. And that takes a lot of resources. And so I don't want this to be a lesson or anything. Obviously, I don't want you to feel like I'm preaching, but for all of you out there, especially the younger folks, or folks who have hit some bad times or whatever, just, know that if you follow your passion and if you follow your dreams and you do what you love, whatever that is, you do what you love, the money, the resources, all of that stuff will come in time. But be patient. And you got to be patient. And sometimes it sucks. And sometimes it sucks even more. And sometimes it's wonderful. But you have to follow your passion. You have to follow what you really love. And that's what will make you successful. Be kind, be respectful, treat people with dignity, and treat all people with dignity and respect. And it will come back to you 10 times over. I've been very blessed. I know I've been very blessed. I have a wonderful family, a wonderful extended family, and a wonderful group of friends. And I couldn't have done a lot of things without them. And so there's a lot of luck, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into it as well. So anyway, I'll stop with that. But that's kind of an answer to probably about 40 people who have asked me that question.
This is Dr. McBrick signing out.